What's up, guys? This is the Mexikent, and I'm back with another fresh food review for you today. Today we've decided to give Dinnerly a go. It's a food delivery service similar to HelloFresh. Um, it boasts to be the cheapest food meal kit delivery thing in Australia. This part I've forgotten. They put two reasons down as for why it's cheaper. Maybe it's because they source the ingredients a bit more locally. Maybe that's it. But I assume HelloFresh does the same thing. The other thing they save money on is they don't print the recipe cards. It's all digital, which is fine. You have to order it digitally anyway, so you might as well just have the recipe cards ready to go. You know, having paper ones just doesn't make sense. But they are nice to have, but you can always print them off if you want. There's an option for that on the site, which is fantastic. I got a free box courtesy of one of my friends, so I thought, let's give it a go. Let's for your viewing pleasure. First things first, the delivery was botched. I ordered it for the Wednesday, only came in on the Thursday. They claimed it was a supply issue, which is fine, be that as it may. But it's a bit galling. It's my first delivery with it, and first time it's messed up. If I had a busier schedule, it'd be a bit of a problem. It'd be a bit of a problem. The other thing was when the package arrived, the chicken was leaking, and that's one of the things you don't want leaking everywhere. There's a lot of vegetables in there, unsealed, and the salads come in like perforated packaging, so you can just get some air in or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But yeah, no, you see, there was a risk of chicken juice getting everywhere, which just isn't good. And the fact that the chicken juice could leak out means it wasn't completely sealed, which could lead to potential spoilage. As it was, since I was cooking it that day, I figured it was actually going to be okay to just have it, because I assumed it got punctured a bit in the pack while it was being shipped, which is fine. As long as I eat it the same day, it should be good. But yeah, it's just something to watch out for if you do decide to take on Dinnerly as a food delivery service. So we're on to the first meal of three. This is the Smokey chicken pasta. They use falafel. I forgot to review it yesterday, which is a bit of a shame, so I've reheated some, so it's not going to look as good as it perhaps did yesterday. It was my mistake. I got too into it. It tasted really good. I was really hungry. I just completely lost the plot. But here we go. We got... It doesn't look like much, but it's got it really looks like tomato pasta. The smokiness comes from the addition of smoked paprika, which gives it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice, which is actually quite nice. The chicken is the meat in it, which is obviously, as I said, I'd done it first. It comes with a caramelized onion topping, though, which you make yourself as part of the kit and part of the instructions, which I found gave it a really nice juxtaposition in the sweetness. We're going to go for it. We'll call this a smoky chicken pasta review reheated. See how it fares the second day. Yeah, let's just dig right in. Yeah, like I said, a bit of... And tomato really comes through. It doesn't use tomato sauce per se, but you get two cans, or a can, depends on how much you get. A can of cherry tomatoes, and I don't know if you've ever had tinned tomatoes, but it comes in like a really soupy almost tinning. And then you crush the tomatoes in the recipe. It asks you to do that specifically, and so you get so tomato is the main base of this sauce. There's also some garlic in this. That's a nice addition. Garlic always goes well, and red onion for the caramelized onion topping. Not white onion, but it really goes quite well because you put a bit of sugar in it and a bit of vinegar. I think that was in the caramelized onion. It might not have been. Don't quote me on that. But it's really quite nice when it's added to the pasta. It's not quite as good the second time around though. The caramelized onion topping definitely needs to be refreshed. I kind of just mixed it in after the end. I didn't want to put two separate bowls and then put it on separately. It's just a bit of a hassle, especially if I was going to have it for lunch. But yeah, no, all in all, the meal is actually quite decent. Good value for money too. I believe it's about 50 to 60 for a box, compared to HelloFresh's offerings, which I believe run you about 80. So it's definitely a good budget-friendly alternative if they are a bit more consistent with the deliveries. That remains to be seen. I'll have to ask. I'll probably put in the description below whether my friends had any problems with the deliveries. Because yeah, my first time was like, yeah, no, not great, not ideal. It wasn't too bad, but you know, they communicated it quickly. You know, they let you know, but just you know, it's not ideal if you know for a first experience. It's just not great. But all in all, what would I give the a review? Oh no, I'll save an overall review for Dinley for when I finish the other two meals. But for this recipe, the smoky chicken pasta, yeah, pretty decent. It was. I'd give it when it's fresh. When it's fresh, probably give it an 8 out of 10. The chicken's quite nice. The arafel or farafel, I forget what it is. The pasta, so it's those little bow tie ones. There you go. So look at that. I it fell apart in my hand, but yeah, really quite nice. Then there's the chicken. The other thing is the chicken didn't cook properly. I cooked it properly afterwards, but the way they did it, they're like you get two breast fillets and you cut it horizontally and you fry it in the pan. But it says 3 minutes each side or until cooked through. But 3 minutes each side isn't nearly enough. I must have left it on 5 minutes each side minimum, and it's still like not cooked in the middle. So I had to cut it up into little chunks and then actually like cook it from there. But yeah, it might be a good idea if you do decide to use this recipe. You can find it on their website. It's pretty easy to find. Yeah, if you do decide to do this recipe, just keep an eye on that. I wouldn't want anyone to get food poisoning due to lack of diligence. But yeah, given those little gripes, I'd still give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, the caramelized onion's quite nice, the tomatoey flavour, and the paprika just gives it a little bit of kick. That makes it quite delightful. And then when you add in the value for money, you're looking at a really good feed here. If you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to watch another video, I'm going to link the HelloFresh one, that maybe you can get a bit of a contrast. Go ahead and hit that button right there. Well, once again, guys, this is the Mexikent, signing off.